Hello everyone. Today we will learn relationship between fractions and decimal numbers. First, terminating decimals. For example, let us write one fraction, which 1 over 2. So, if we divide the numerator by a denominator, we will get the decimal, which is 0.5. If our decimal number has finite, or if our decimal number stops, then we can say for these decimals, terminating decimals. For example, let us write another fraction, 3 over 4, which gives us 0.75. So it has finite number on the decimal place. So these fractions are terminating decimals. These decimals are terminating decimals. So let us write an example. And we must write the fraction in a decimal form. It will be 1 over 5. So how can we calculate this fraction and how can we change this fraction to the decimal? It will be easier if we enlarge the fraction, or if we will change the denominator to the 10 or powers of 10. So firstly we will write itself 1 over 5 times with which number we must multiply the denominator, and we can get 10. So 2. 5 times 2 gives us 10. So if we are multiplying the denominator by 2, we must also multiply the numerator by 2. 1 times 2 will be 2. 5 times 2 will be 10. So 2 over 1 is normally 2. Then look, if we have 1 0, if we are multiplying the number by powers of 10 or powers of 10, if we have 1 0, here after decimal point we will have one decimal place, and here we will get 0.2. So our solution is 0.2. Here we have changed our fraction to the decimal number. So let us continue. Let us write another example. Here we will have fraction and we must change these fractions to the decimals. So let us write 3 over 5. So first step, what must we do? We will write itself and we must multiply the denominator to any number, and we must get that our denominator must be 10 or powers of 10. So let us multiply 2. 2 over 2. Look, if we are multiplying 2, normally 2 over 2 gives us 1. If we are multiplying 1 to the fraction, the meaning doesn't change. So let us multiply. 3 times 2 is 6. 5 times 2 is 10. So 6 divided by 1, it must be 6. And here we have, look, if we have 1 0, here after decimal point we will have only one decimal place. So we can here write 0. So 3 divided by 5 gives us 0.6, which is stops. Our decimal has finite. So let us write another example, and here also we will have fraction and we must change this fraction to the decimal. 1 over, for example, 1 over 4. We are writing itself, and we must multiply the denominator, and we must change the denominator to the 10 or powers of 10. So with which number I must multiply, and we can get the denominator 10 or powers of 10. So for example, let us multiply 25. If I am multiplying the denominator by 25, I must also multiply the numerator by 25. So from here, 1 times 25 is 25, and 4 times 25 is 100. So how many zero do we have? 1, 2, 0. After decimal point, we must get two numbers. So 25 divided by 1 is normally 25, and here we can add 0. So here we have 1, 2, 0. After decimal point, we must get 1, 2 decimal place. I hope you have understood this part. Let us continue. Next, it was first was terminating decimals. Now we will continue for the second part, repeating decimals. Let us continue. If we have fraction, uh, if for example, let me write 1 over 3. I think all of us knows that 1 over 3 gives us 0.333, which has no ending. So we can write that it will be 0.3, and we can give this symbol. We call for this symbol Lincoln, which means repeating, which has no ending. So let us write another fraction, 10 over, for example, 6. It gives us 1.1.666. Also, this 6 also repeats. So how can we write with this symbol, with the help of Lincoln? We can write 1.6. 6 is repeating, so we can write like this. It means, look, here we have second part. If we have fraction, if we divide the numerator by the denominator, we are getting repeating decimals. Okay, let us solve example. Let us divide 10 by 3. How can we calculate this? How can we calculate this fraction? As you know the division. How can we divide? 10 divided by 3. So we will give with which our divisor is 3. So our quotient here will be 3. 3 times 3 is 9. So we will subtract from the dividend. It will be 1. So how can we continue? Our remainder is less than 3. So we can add here 0, but here also we must write point. So 10 divided by 3. Here also we will give 3. 3 times 3 will be 9. 9. If we will subtract 9 from 10, it gives us 1. So 1 is less than 3. Here also we will add 0, and we can add 0 because here we have put which point. So 10 divided by 3, here we will give by 3, and 3 times 3 is 9. 9. If we subtract, we can get here 1. Also we can give by 10. But look, if you look carefully, our remainders are repeating. Remainders are repeating. So here we will get repeating digit, which is 3. So we can write that here answer will be from, if we divide 10 by 3, answer will be 3.333, which is endless. How can we show this decimal? It will be equal to 3.3 repeating. Okay, students, let us solve one more example. And in this example, we will change the decimal to the fraction. How can we do it? Let us solve together. Let us learn with you. So, look, to change this type of decimals with with repeating decimals, we will write firstly on the numerator the decimal number without points. So it will be 416. And we will subtract non-repeating part. Here we have repeating part is 6. So we are writing without 6. It will be 41. On the denominator, we will use 9 and 0, which means 9 we will use for how many digits are repeating in the fraction part. In the fraction part, one digit is repeating, so we will give 1, 9. And in the fraction part, how many digits are none, which does not repeat in the fraction part. So only one number is not repeating. So we will write here 0. And now we will calculate. If we will subtract the 41 from 416, we will get 375 divided by 90. So let us simplify. If we will simplify by 15, if we divide by 15, here we will get 6, and here we will get 25. So let me show you